Hi guys, the other day I made a fan driven car, USB fan, 3D printed bits, CDs for wheels and a power bank for the power supply to give us the USB power feed. I did say originally I thought that was a Poundland one, but then I found the original video where I bought it back in 2015. And I think it was possibly Pound Stretchers or something like that. It's one of the other bargain stores, and it was actually £3.99 I paid for it. And I was saying I'd seen some in Poundland for £2. So today I went to Poundland and bought one. And at first glance it looks the same as that one did before I took the legs off it. In fact, it looks very similar. But when we actually open it up, it doesn't look like that picture. It's wire rather than plastic, which probably means it's heavier. It also means it's different dimensions. Pretty close, but not identical. The plan was just to take that one apart, mount it on there and see if it was any more powerful. It might fit. I mean, I might have a bit of give in the PLA there. It's actually some rubber feet to go on the bottom there. So yeah, I'll unscrew this, see if we can fit it straight on there. If not, we may need to do some adjustments. Well, on the positive side, there was enough flex in the PLA to use the existing 3D print. It's got a bit of a curve on it now, as you can probably see. So the question now is, has it got any power? Oh yeah, just like the other one, needed a bit of help to get over the initial friction. So probably about an identical amount of power. Yeah, so it's working. It is actually, I did suggest I could put graphite or something on the axles to reduce the friction. It's just that initial little bit of friction. Once it's moving, it keeps moving. Let's grab that back again. Oh, something's really... Oh, I know what's happening. I can see the back axle tube has got a bit of a bend in it too. And that's probably upsetting the axle that's going through it. Because the axle's not straight, so it's rubbing. So this is probably harder for it to run than the other one, because this is what I'm talking about. This is bowed, so that's going to be rubbing on the axle that goes through the middle of it. That's what the noise is we can hear as it's going along. Oh yeah, that's a real creak. But once it's going, I think it's got a little bit more power than that one did. Just a little bit more. Yeah, I think that'll do. Right, so summary time. With the Poundland USB fan, I think we got very slightly more power, but because I've used the same 3D printed frame and squeezed it, it's also bent the back axle tube, and that means that the axle itself is fouling. Don't know if we can actually hear that. If we put it that way up. I think you can see that it's so if I reprinted that, which I'm not going to do, but if I reprinted that the right gap, so we're not squeezing it in, then I think that would work fine. Or shall I reprint it? Well, I couldn't leave it alone, could I? It's just too easy to make changes with a 3D printer. So that's the old one, which is wider. That's the new one, which matches the width of the fan. I did actually make a few improvements to the internals of the axle tube. Made the bearing surface narrower. So yeah, there we go. Reprinted. And it actually goes quicker or easier. Still going to hit the side there because I didn't set it off straight. I've pointed that left. How are we doing? Oh no, we might be all right. Yeah, we're all right. That is definitely going faster now. Got less friction at the back. Try and get it to run straight this time. Yep, that is definitely going faster now. It just keeps picking up speed as well as it's going. Oh, I definitely pointed it left that time. That's because I'm just leaning over it rather than standing behind it, so I'm just putting it down and pointing it. Yeah, is that going to go? Oh, it didn't go that time. Or is it? It's still moving. Very definitely pointed it left that time. I haven't lubricated the bearings at all. that's just the slight change I made to the axle. Well, the main change is if it now doesn't bend, or the axle tube doesn't bend, so the axle's not rubbing against it at all. So that'll do. That's another 3 minutes that I hadn't intended to spend on it, but it's working fine now. And I think that fan is a little bit more powerful than the other one I had, the plastic one. That'll do. Thanks for watching. If you want more information, check down below in the video description. If you like this video, you might like this one up here. And if you want to subscribe, you can check out my channel over here. Up here is my latest video on my channel, and down here is a video playlist associated with the video you've just watched. Thanks again for watching.